Testing, 1 2 1 2. I know what time it is, man. It's that Jab Talk podcast. We're gonna get right to it today. Got a couple of topics to talk about. To drop that Jack sauce on. There's the link in the description. Feel free to tap in and check in. We're gonna do what we do. Do what we do. Yeah, I had to mute the mic real quick. Pardon me, full time father duty. Sometimes, I'm a father first, but we're gonna wait for Lord of the Rings to jump in, and then I'm gonna proceed with the handle and get right to it, man. I'm gonna get right to the topics. If you are on my IG, you see what I posted, man. We're gonna address the Sean Porter interview he did. Shout out to the Porters, Kenny Porter, Sean Porter. But we're gonna touch on a couple of things, man. We're gonna touch on a couple of things on that. Definitely. I'm gonna get to the Tiafimo saying he doesn't need to give Lomachenko a rematch. Got you. I got you. I'm gonna drop some of that A1 Jack sauce on that too. Also gonna drop some A1 Jack sauce on a couple of questions that my guy hit me up on the inbox with some upcoming fights and break it down. You know the vibes. That's what we do over here. You know, that's what we do. We're gonna get to the handles, man. Definitely gonna get it shaking. I'm gonna give Lord of the Rings a second. I'm gonna just jump right on it, man. I see what y'all doing now. I see what y'all doing, man. If you're gonna play in this game, right, the so-called media game, I'm gonna just say this, man. You gotta, y'all, a lot of y'all out here, you know, moving real goofy and weird. When it comes to certain fighters, it's no place for that right now. There's no place for that. I'm definitely gonna address that because, like I said, I sit back, I watch, I read, I observe everything, and I'm definitely gonna touch on some of that tonight. There he is, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, there he is. Yeah, there he is. There he is. There he is. We supposed to have a female guest tonight. I wasn't gonna wait for her to get on, but
Right.
being that I got you in the room, man, we can get straight to it, man. The number one topic that I want to discuss, like I said, the first topic at hand. Shout out to Sean Porter, Kenny Porter, Team Porter.
Definitely.
I seen that interview with Fight Hype.
Right.
Good interview, and
Definitely.
all that. You didn't say nothing disrespectful and all that, but I want to just say this in regards: do not let them use you as a pawn on the chessboard.
True
You
indeed.
know, you calling out what you see, you get off first and all that. That's cool, but at the end of the day, Bud Crawford is a king.
Facts.
You lost your crown, Sean. Not taking nothing from you. Bud Crawford wants the other kings. Not
Right.
not saying Not saying you're not worthy. Not saying you're not worthy, brother. We respect your handle over here. But Bud Crawford wants other kings.
Yeah,
And before you can address the king, I feel you need to get your get back with the man that he disposed of.
right. I was gonna say he needs another fight before he wants to fight Bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
he can't just think he could jump out there with Bud right now because he,
Oh,
you know, he want. I see what he wants. He feel left out there. You know what I'm saying?
no, by no means. He's a two-time champion. By no means. But at the end of the day, it's time for the champions to clash. The three kings. Manny, Spence, and Crawford. You
That's
know, I'm not saying you don't belong, with them, by no means, Sean Porter, by no means. But right now, I'm just going off of the energy that I'm receiving from my people.
right.
The inboxes that I get, they want to see the three
Uh,
kings clash. They're
I,
not saying that you're not worth the fight, but they want to see the three kings clash.
and Sean is not really in the equation right now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm not trying to.
no,
I'm not trying to be funny or none of that. I'm just being honest about with this lineup how the
facts,
boxing world goes. You know, so,
facts, man,
I mean,
facts.
it is what it is, though. You know.
Facts, man. It's like I used the analogy from the movie Troy. Bud Crawford is at the gate. He's screaming, Spence, Spence, Pacquiao, Pacquiao. He's not screaming Porter, man. You don't need to come out from behind the wall. No
Right.
disrespect, You don't need to come out from behind the wall. You know, you are not the defender of the PBC. You are
Right.
not a king of the PBC right now. He wants the kings from the PBC, man.
He deserved it, though. You know,
Yeah,
he deserved it
yeah. Like Lord of the Rings say, let's make these fights happen, man.
for real.
What's the hold up?
I
But
wanna I wanna address something I sent you today. I sent you a video with Teofimo and his pops. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now listen to
yeah,
this. Me myself, I always feel that it should be a rematch clause in any fight, any contract. Let me tell you why. Because this fighter right here may be better than this fighter that he's fighting. But just
yeah,
so happens the fighter that's better than the one he's fighting gets caught because he slipped and he got caught and he got knocked out. You understand what I'm
yeah.
saying? That
That's
wasn't
true.
because he got knocked out because he's not the better fighter. He just slipped and he got caught. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I
Yeah,
mean
that's
about a
true.
rematch in the clause. So it should always be a rematch there because anything can happen in the fight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Are you not wanting a rematch clause in there? Meaning you don't have confidence in yourself. Meaning you're
yeah,
not the best knower of yourself in that math class. You don't really do your homework. You don't really study your notes. That's why you don't want a
yeah,
rematch in the clause in the contract because you feeling if you win, nah, I don't want to have to fight him no more. Because me,
yeah,
everybody I fought and I beat, I had a rematch with, whether it was in the streets or in the ring, I beat him easier because I know me.
yeah,
You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
that's all I want to address about. I want a rematch in the clause. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because don't try to duck away from. Don't do that. Nah.
yeah.
That's
Now, yeah.
a little
Now,
duck.
now let me ask you this now. Now let me get my interview on. Let me get my interview on. In all fairness, watching that video, do you feel where Tiafimo and his father is coming from? How they felt disrespected to the point where they said, you heard what they said, go get a belt first. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel where
And
they're coming from?
yeah, I feel that. And they also said you didn't have no rematch in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Look, Teofimo,
yeah,
Lopez team, handle your business, man. Stand tall, man. Uncle Lord
yeah,
let you know
yeah,
about these contracts with these rematches and all that with these fights because anything can happen, man. But that don't mean that the
yeah,
fighter that got knocked out is the lesser fighter that knocked him out. This is what I'm saying.
yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, and a rematch is big money, man. That's
Big
big
money,
money.
big money. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
big money.
But look, they looking for bigger things. Maybe they hoping they looking for Tank and they can get Tank. Or
Yeah,
now it's up in the air about I don't want to see Garcia and Lopez. That's not
yeah.
exposed.
Yeah, but yeah. What was your thoughts on What shout out to Tiafimo Senior. What was your thoughts about him saying, why don't Lomachenko go get the email champions belt
Right,
and
right.
fight Devin Haney, and then they give him a fight? What's
Yeah,
your thoughts on that?
yeah, you know. I mean, look, he got the belts, man. He's on top right now. I mean, like
Uh,
he got every right to shoot it out, man. You know. Hey,
uh,
God bless him, man. You know what I'm saying? But I did
yeah,
say that I want to see these fights, you know. But I don't want to see Lopez Garcia. That's not explosive.
yeah.
And
Nah, not yet.
Tank,
Yeah, it's explosive. Yo, Garcia Lopez ain't explosive. It's explosive if you're one of Garcia's social media followers.
of course, of
But
course.
if you're a hardcore boxing fan and you know anything about the sports, nah, not yet.
Look, I done
Not
told you the Hollywood Square already, my Jack. Haney
yeah,
versus Garcia, Lopez versus
yeah,
the winners out them fights, fight each other, and whoever win is the king. Undisputed, nothing else to dispute. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
that's the Hollywood Square right there.
Yeah,
So
now I want to ask you this while I got you dropping that sauce too, man. I want to ask you this, man. You getting these platforms, these channels. They pushing that narrative that ESPN was trying to, smear Earl Spencer's image, Earl Spencer's name, saying that he's scared to fight Terrence Crawford, that he's avoiding that fight, right? Now, you got to call it straight down the line. When Fox, shout out to Fox, the PBC, TGB promotion, the Brown family, and all that. When they do their shows and they don't recognize Crawford as a champion with the WBO belt, that's the same type of situation. So that's just how they playing right now. That's just a form of the way the two networks are playing. But for platforms to sit here and say that ESPN is discrediting Spence, but then on the other hand, when Fox does that to Bud Crawford and they show the title holders and the welterweight division and they don't recognize him, it's pretty much the same. So you can't cry foul play when one side does it and then when the other side does it, you want to scream, "Oh, they disrespecting." Nah, that's just how they playing. What's your thoughts on that, though?
look, promoters have these channels, these networks in their pocket, man. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right,
certain things are to be brought out, and certain things ain't allowed to be brought out. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
we can't change that. No way in hell I'm gonna let anybody sit here and tell me that Errol Spence ducks anybody. That's not
Exactly,
in my curriculum. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So I'm not even gonna go there. You know, people that say things like that, they're only fans of boxing. They're not participants. They don't understand
Yeah,
this game. You understand what I'm
they
saying?
don't.
A
That's it.
fanatic only sees things the way they want to see them. You
That's
know,
it.
opposed to how things are. You feel
Oh
me?
man,
So look,
and trust and believe. It's a handful of fanatics out there.
straight up.
And, and,
Yep.
and nowadays, how shit is set up, a fanatic can have a channel and a platform and go off and do what he wants to do, even though he's not teaching nothing, even
Nothing.
though he has no experience on nothing.
He only
You
sees
know,
what he wants to see. He's a
that's
fanatic.
it.
You know,
That's it.
so that's how this
That's
goes.
it.
He's a
That's
fanatic.
it.
You know,
That's
and
it.
root word of fanatic is fan. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
it.
like, don't do that in this boxing world. So
Yeah.
since we've been spreading this sauce, we've been expressing the fact that now it's on Errol Spence Jr. Now he has to be
Yeah.
fencing December 5th in order for this fight with Terrence Crawford, which I believe is gonna happen as long as
Yeah.
Spence does what he's supposed to do December 5th
Yeah.
conventionally. Understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, like, let the fanatics be fans, but
Yeah.
let participants, you know what I'm saying, with the experience and things of this nature,
Yeah.
let's continue to flood and spread the sauce.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout
Right.
out to Chanel. Yeah,
Uh,
we got a female in here tonight to
yeah.
drop some female Jack sauce flavor.
Uh,
Welcome to the
Yes,
panel
we're
tonight.
here.
Channel, what's up?
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
up,
welcome to the
Unky? What's going on, guys?
Yo,
welcome to the panel tonight.
you know,
You know.
how
Yeah,
you feel?
we was
How you feel about the fight that other night with T-Bud and Brooke?
yeah.
I kind of felt T-Rod was kind of off of his on balance wise.
Okay.
I
Leverage.
feel he could. I just look at posture during fights. I'm looking for your leg effort before your hand effort because if my hands could be good, but Unc, what you used to teach me, if your legs are off, you're going down.
Uh-oh. Hold on, bro.
Yes.
Hold on. Did you hear that from my godfather? Did you hear
I
that?
heard that from my godfather. Yes, my godfather.
Repeat that so they can understand this, you know.
Yeah. Break that down. That's what we do over here.
You
Break that
break
down what you just said.
you
Because
break
like see,
it.
we might understand it, but now you are on the platform and others are gonna see this.
I not
They
understand.
might not understand it.
You
So
break it.
break down
Because
what you just said.
most people go off of they get mixed up with them fighters that's looking for the TKO. Like my uncle is that's what he taught me myself personally growing up. You look for the opposite. So he never focused on hands. I'm not going to focus on him, of course, but me learning throughout my history, I feel that a boxer will take a brawler down any day, but it depends on the stamina of that boxer. If that boxer's posture is off, that brawler is going to be trouble.
Oh my God. Yo. You know
Let me
the
But
fix my
hey,
hat so you
yeah,
guys can see my
hold
face.
on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, hold on. But hey, what do we know? Yeah, continue. Can you keep educating me, please?
That's a
Say
fact.
that again.
Yes, I said, can you continue? Can you keep educating me, please?
Fact.
I'm
Oh, absolutely. And if they add a little bit of Jackal Sea moss to their breakfast diet, spend $15 a jar, that would probably help they balance. I'm just saying.
it would 92 minerals. 92 minerals. You know
Absolutely.
the vibe. You know the vibes. No,
Yes. Shout out to Jackal.
now that we got you in here, it's always good to get a sister's point of view, a queen's point of view. Can you break down Tank Davis, as a fighter? You watched that Leo Santa Cruz fight. Now, if you have a fighter going up against Tank Davis, what would you tell your fighter to do against Tank Davis?
Myself or
Yeah, yeah,
as in me?
yeah, yeah.
I would I feel he could work on his jab effort. I feel he could work on his left hand effort. And I actually feel he's not as quick as he should be on his feet. So he needs a little bit more training, my opinion, but it's to each his own.
Okay. Now, how would you see a possible matchup with Tank Davis and the other champions in that division, as far as Teofimo Lopez or even a Gary Russell Jr.? How would you see that fight playing out?
Me personally, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one because I'm just gonna plead the fifth because it really, for myself personally, I feel once again, your effort is in your feet before your hands. Anyone could throw a punch. I mean, you could put me in a ring with a 500-pound female. I'm taking her down, and I'm only 129 pounds. So I don't go off for weight classes or any of that. I go off of your balance, your stamina. How are you feeding your cells? I need to know what you're waking up eating. That's what my uncle taught me, and that's what I live by. And I made it out pretty well. Eat your fruits, vegetables, drink right. Some of them aren't. Some of them are taking steroids and protein shakes, knocking out the naturalness on, I just feel it wouldn't be a natural fight.
Right about that with the steroids. A lot of them dudes are perked up. Right about that. But see, those are the ones that don't, once again, have confidence in thyself. You have to have confidence in thyself in order to win in anything.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to have
it starts up here first. That's a fact.
Mental. This is what brought about the mental. It was always here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all about how you think.
That's like with this new Mike Tyson and Holyfield fight that's supposed to be going on. We could get into that real quick, Jackal. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool. Tyson and Roy Jones.
Oh, now it's Roy Jones. Okay. So let's get into that. Tyson's gonna knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyson's gonna knock him the fuck out. Reason being, Roy Jones, if he don't have that training and if he's not working on that cell energy, and I'm a fan of Roy Jones, actually. I actually am, I actually like the dude, but I mean, once again, that's like Mike Tyson. It's not even me being a big fan of Mike Tyson's because I don't care. Like, I'm a fan of Eminem's. That doesn't mean Eminem raps better than 50 Cent, and I like 50 Cent also. So it's one of those scenarios. I feel that Mike Tyson is going to be a problem. Have you seen his body? He's a fucking ox.
He's going.
Yeah, no, he's on a serious workout regimen. That's a fact.
Mind you, he's actually a smoker as well. He reminds me a little.
He smokes it all the time. Yeah. But he knows weed instead of his chest front like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, like,
yeah, I just feel like Roy Jones is real chinny, man.
He got a heavy Roy Jones. I like Roy Jones. Sorry to cut you short real quick. I like Roy Jones, but he's a little guy. And I don't go off of size all the time, but he fights like a little guy. He has not been perfected in every fight he's had. Let's admit it. We could go way back to 2008 when he fought I'm not straight with the name, but I know it was a Guatemalan guy, and he actually lost to that fight. So my money would be on Tyson, not for nothing.
Because
absolutely.
The exhibition, whereas if they fight it as an exhibition, we just gonna get it, a little. But if they fight a fight, he gonna put Roy down. I hate to say
yeah, man. Right, yeah, Mike's still hitting hard, man. Roy is
put Roy down.
Yeah, listen, Roy took some devastating KOs in his day, man. You know?
And he did his thing in his days. You know?
Yeah.
But
he took some devastating KOs, man.
Let me resort back to what I tell you about, like doing a handcuff, lollygagging, keeping your hands low, because you're gonna run into a person like me. I tell you, with that Masters of Flinch mode, with your hands down, I'm gonna do what I want you to do, and I'm gonna put you down. You understand what I'm saying? This is what Roy's problem was. His posture with his hands down, too elusive. His hands too low. A dude caught him with the leverage and put him out. You understand what I'm saying? Your hands have to be up at all times. Move your head, keep your hands up, man. That's all I tell these fighters, man. I don't care who you are, how elusive you think you are on the ropes in the corner, you looking pretty. But when you come into that dude that make you flinch like that and you jump and I step up on you, boom, you gone.
Yeah.
Man, that's it.
Let me bring you back with that. I know you said flinch. Some people might not know. Are you referring to a feint? You know
It's a feint, but I call it the flinch.
Okay. Yeah. Please, can you explain that? Because some people might not know.
A feint is best thrown when you got him in the corner or on the ropes. I mean, you could do it in the middle of the ring, but the best time when you got him in the danger zones, the corner or the ropes. What I'm saying flinches is you judge your body. 9 times out of 10, any fighter you up against, first thing he's gonna do is go into defense mode when you frame on him. You know what I'm saying? So now it's up to you how you want to set up the feint. Do you want to go downstairs to the body, or do you want to? I'll feint and fake 2 jabs and then come with a straight right. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is what the feint is about. Feint
is because you.
Just like the jab. You understand?
Right. I agree with that.
Now, when you feint the fighter,
right?
You know, I want you to explain this to me. Now I'm going to be dumb.
Right.
When you use the feint, like you were saying, does that offset the timing of the?
Word is bond. It has to.
Yeah, listen. Can you explain that to me, please?
Look, don't get it twisted. Feint is a winner. It's also a loser. You feint wrong. He also feint, then come back on you. Now you go.
You have a good point with that.
So it's 22. You feel me? It helps you and hurts you. So, but in a boxing mode, a boxing posture, in the middle of that ring in that classroom, flinch mode is what sets things up. Not only
I agree with that.
The jab is the most effective punch in a fight. It gets you out and all that. But the feint mode is
I agree with that.
Understand what I'm saying?
And that's now that I'm sorry to cut you short, Jocko, 1 second. Being that we're on this topic, I kind of agree with you with that, because that is exactly how I was trying to explain Roy Jones Jr. as he's more of that. He's like I forgot the other guy's name, Adrian Broner, I believe. They fight similar. My opinion.
Right, Jack. They do got a little, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm no big fan of them because Adrian Broner has been knocked out plenty times, okay? So I just got my money on Tyson because Tyson's going to fake him. He's going to put all that work in. I'm telling you, Unc, you taught me well. I guarantee you that Tyson's going to do him dirty.
That's a fact. Playing around with your hands down, get you
That's all this right here. All this, Courtney Hickman. Shout out to Courtney Hickman. He said, "Can you break down the Spence versus Garcia fight and what each fighter needs to do to be successful?"
Me?
Yeah. Everybody.
Right now, Danny needs to come out and try to figure Spence out when the bell rings. Don't come out thinking you're just going to jump on him because Spence is a fast starter too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't think you're just going to jump on him and start digging his head. So, Danny, when the bell rings, you got to try to figure Spence out. You got to try to figure out where his weakness is at the time because he's coming downstairs on you. I'm letting you know off the rip. He's coming to slow you down, Danny. So don't think your speed and your little accuracy with your rocks, don't think it's going to happen like that. So,
and I agree with that. I agree with you on that.
Look, you got to figure Spence out that first round. Don't think you're going to come out and jump on him because Spence allow it. Now, Spence, let me tell you this. When the bell rings, be prepared for Danny because I can tell he's going to let off first. Keep your hands up. Keep your defense right. Move your head, man, and do what you do. Go downstairs in the basement, spin that furniture downstairs, and then go back upstairs and start furnishing the house. That's what.
I agree with that, and I feel most fighters seem to forget where they should be protecting, and that's your face. They're not protecting their faces. They're like the little guy from Long Island that died 2020. He wasn't protecting his face. They think they could jump in the ring, and they're bringing street fighting to the ring. You can't bring that into boxing. You can't. Right. You can't. That will make you a bad. I'm sorry. You can. That's like putting a UFC fighter against a boxer. It's not going to work out.
Nah, that UFC fighter, he used to wrestle and all that.
Exactly. They're using their legs. They're kicking.
Right. He want to grab. He want to grab and hold. Yo, shout out to Quan the Dawn, man. Quan the Dawn.
Shout out.
Just texting Lightning Lewis. Shout out to Lightning Lewis, man.
Oh, shout out, yes.
And oh man, look, they're gonna be watching you. Come on, Lightning. I'm gonna be watching you.
Yes.
Go out there and do what must be done, and that's win.
Yes.
That's all.
We're here for support. Like we're here. Like we don't,
Done. But look, back to the Spence Garcia. I was watching Danny in camp. He's looking real good, man. You know what I'm saying? He's looking real good. And
shout out to the small partner. Shout out to Paul the Punisher, man. He's getting that good work down there in Philly, man.
Yes, big shout outs.
Yo, Quan the Dawn said, yo, Chanel, you throwing shots at me?
Absolutely not. I got your number. I'll give you a call later. This is boxing. This is boxing work. I like the way he fight. I actually give shout outs to him. Personal shout outs to him. I actually like. He's all about his work. He knows to hydrate before a fight, after a fight. He knows the routine, the antics of fighting. He's not just jumping in the ring, letting And I seen him box with pretty big guys. So my money's on him as well. Shout outs to you.
Well, Quan the Dawn. What he said? Hold on.
I think this needs to be my professional job. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
shit.
I want to say something about
that's a fact, Quan.
I want to say something about the Spence Garcia fight. Look,
go ahead. Keep dropping that sauce.
Let's do this.
Spence, please, for your career, for your fans, for your family, please convincingly beat Garcia. If you don't know, make sure he want to be knocked out.
That's the best thing you said today, all day.
This is the only way that this fight with you and Terrence T-Bug Crawford is going to go on, and the fans want to see it, and it has to happen. So, Spence, please go out there and do what you usually do. You solve your math problem. Please. That's all.
Okay, now I don't want to go, I don't know where the fight is being held. I like to speak normal, when I know what I'm talking about, after I've done my research or not. Where will the fight be holding place?
Dallas, Texas.
Texas, Dallas Cowboy Stadium.
Okay.
Jerry's World.
Protect your head, all of you guys, all the fighters out there. Protect your face and your stomach region, because some fighters forget you could get hit in the region of your groin, and the worst can happen. So protect yourself and take those hits like a champ, and let's get this money.
Yeah. I see that fight playing out simple, man. If EJ is the EJ of old, he's a tenacious body puncher. He's gonna break Danny down, man. He's gonna break Danny down. He just gotta worry about Danny is an excellent counter puncher.
Yes.
He likes to lullaby you to sleep and get you in range for that no look left hook. So I would say
for that
be
TKO.
But hold on. This whole time everybody's been discussing this. Danny do this, Spence do this, but then also got to remember that Errol Spence is a southpaw. You understand?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
You know how to defend a southpaw, you're gonna lose.
I missed that message, Jackal. What was that last message?
He said, "I got y'all on my back." Hold on, I'll pull it back up. He said, "I got y'all on my back."
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, he's going for the win. We got you, Corner Dawn. We know Leighton and Lewis, man.
Settle for
Leighton and Lewis, man, all day, man. You gotta bring it home for the island, man. You know that. You know the vibes for the island.
He fights with technique, from what I see. I like his technique. He has technique.
Yeah,
his component does it well.
Shout out to his trainers, Joe Harris. Joe Harris breaks him down with the Barbarian Shuffle. That's called the Barbarian Shuffle that he does, man. Well, Laquan, you got to jump on, man. I got to shoot you the link, man. You got to jump on, man, and promote your fight, man. November 25th, man. Boston Boxing.
It's the day before Thanksgiving. You definitely got to promote that.
Yeah.
You got to promote it. Help you promote.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely, Quan.
Win, but hey, just go out there and do what you're supposed to do, man.
I want to see you on those billboards. Get that money.
The Lord of the Rings, so I think he's gonna do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's gonna make us look stupid either, because we're on his hill. So.
My guy Courtney Hickman said, "What do you see Keith Thurman in the picture of the welterweight division right now?"
I see Keith Thurman as a very good bicycle rider. When he enters the ring, he's not an entertaining fighter. Don't like to get hit. Who makes sure he don't really get hit. So I don't even see him in the ranks right now. I don't even see him in the conversation.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah, I sent you that video, man. Shout out to Chubbs, man. My guy Rez, where they were saying they think Keith Thurman is done with that. Remember he's coming off that elbow surgery. You seeing? Shout out to Juice, man. Jersey, Atlantic City, and all that. You saying that Keith can't let it go no more? What's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, he done lost his heart.
Yeah.
His heart is gone because letting it go is hard. You understand what I'm saying? So if that elbow injury, if that's going to hinder his career and he has to retire, God bless you, Keith, man.
Yeah, God bless you, but we got to speak on the positive. I had the same surgery, and that's my bionic arm. That arm should be his strongest arm.
Everybody's story is different.
True.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is, when you're in that boxing ring, when you swinging them punches, your elbow is accurate. So if his elbow isn't accurate, then like I say, God bless him, and
I agree with that.
I hope he saved his money, invested his money, continue to take care of his family, his life, and all that. But right now, me with this curriculum, he's not even in my curriculum.
Yeah, you know what? That's crazy. He's a fighter with one loss to Manny Pacquiao. Right. You see what inactivity does to your career? Right. Not being active,
being relevant.
I don't get why people favor him.
One thing I respect about AP, Adrian Broner, bad publicity is publicity. Your name is
Yeah, you know, yeah. Who Mr. $13? He knows how to keep his name relevant, whether it's good publicity, clown publicity, circus publicity, or bad publicity. He is gonna keep his name relevant.
there,
Very smart.
there is no
Very
out of
smart.
there is no out of sight, out of mind with that man right there. You understand what I'm saying?
Very smart. Very smart. Very smart. That's
All right.
yeah. He's yeah. One thing about AB got a lot of sense, man. When it comes to knowing how to market yourself, I would give him that much.
Yeah.
Fighting wise, you know, he
Please,
gotta let his hands go.
I
please
have
move
to.
the questioning.
I like him as a individual, but me feeling him as a okay, I don't. I think he's a better comedian than a boxer.
Okay.
For AB, I feel he's not. Him and Roy Jones, they fight alike. Like they're not serious. Tyson is serious. Holyfield, they're serious about this money. They're serious about their career.
It's called killer instinct. That's what you have to have killer instinct. You understand?
Right.
So,
yeah. That's you hit the hammer on the nail. AB has an excellent career after boxing is over. Whether he does a reality TV show, whether he's a rapper, you know, he has an excellent career ahead of him.
Yeah. Why he does what he do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I actually like AB personally based on his being him as a person. I actually like him because he admits to when I forget the guy that he fought. I don't want to speak out of turn, but he admits on wilding out himself like that boy knocked me out.
His last fight was against Manny Pacquiao, and it psychologically messed up. Whereas he really thought that he clearly unanimously beat Manny. You know, so I thought otherwise. So
he's supposed to be coming back in January. Right. He got a date in January. He's training right now.
Against who?
AB.
Against who?
I think it might be Ivan Redcat, the one that fought
yeah, I know.
Before Danny Garcia.
All right, that's a good fight for him.
Yeah, but this is the thing that weakens AB, and this is speaking on what I know. Him having PTSD issues and things like that, it comes into the way of him making himself more. I guess he's one of those type of people that laughs the pain off that he's experiencing. And this is for a fact because I watched the autobiography show on him. He actually experiences a lot of depression. So I think that's what intertwines with his ability in the ring. And I hope this round, this fight, he's more progressive, more than he was the last 3 fights, which made me fall off, on liking him as a fighter. But I like him as a person, and shout outs to you, AB. But,
Because if he don't let his hands go against Redcap, he's going to lose.
He scares too fast. He scares too fast. AB scares too fast. He be backing up it's a fact.
I'll tell you what, man. With AB, you never know what AB you're going to get. You know, he's gonna come. He's gonna look the part. He's gonna sell the fight. But when the bell rings, you never know what AB you're gonna get, man. I look at AB like Mike Tyson. Remember how Mike Tyson was sell? I'm talking about the old Mike Tyson when he knew he didn't have it left no more. He would sell the hell out the fight, have you gassed up like, yo, Mike gonna go out there and put that work in. And then get in that ring, and you'd be like, what Mike Tyson is this?
Because look, once again, this is when he started running into these boxers. You understand what I'm saying? With the long reach and the jab. So his boxing ability wasn't fully there. He was a brawler. He's used to coming out, knocking your head off. You know what I'm saying? Used to picking his being poised and things of this nature. So that's where that part came in.
I agree with that, and I also feel Tyson is more in tune with sizing up the fighter he's going to go against, and that's where Tyson fucks up and messes up in the ring, in my opinion.
We all adults over here. You can speak how you speak.
Yes. Yeah, he fucks up in the ring. You know, he scares fast. Actually, my opinion as well, and which is why the Holyfield situation occurred. I feel that Tyson, Brawner, even Jones, they scared fast, and they're now they're getting older, so I don't know how that will work out. And these young guys these days are bulls. I mean, you got 10-year-olds that look like men these days. So that's where the challenge kicks in. Then the real challenge kicks in, like Forrest Griffin. He's a UFC fighter and a regular boxer. So you won't bump into a 7-foot guy that boxes UFC and boxing. Then what chances do a guy like Tyson has? So I'm always in my seat, rooting for Tyson, but he hasn't had a great history either. But you live and you learn. You win some, you lose some. My opinion. But I mean, I would not say there's ever a perfect boxer out there ever. I would never say, like the bronzer guy. That guy, he totally disappointed me.
Well,
the bronze guy, the bronzer, the black guy that went against the white.
You talking about Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, okay, that guy, the Wilder bronzer guy. Yeah, it pissed me off, and he was. My money was on him.
I've been on his head. It's Cam's head. I've been on their head.
So,
he disappointed me too, But hey, it's to the point with him where he's getting ready to try to fight Dillian White and all these.
Wow!
All these European dudes. I'm like, come on, man.
The training that they give is actually different from our American training. Like they live on steroids on top of that. And, I don't want to speak at a turn like, oh, I know this shit about this boxer when I really don't. So I would not like to speak out of turn. I'm just speaking on things that I've seen on the TV. I wasn't there in person for him, but from what I know to my knowledge, and that's what I feel about these boxers we're conversing about. So I just want to put that out there. It's on the contrary. I've seen this happen in the ring pretty much, So that's
a lot of that goes on enhancement. Look at Big Baby. He's a big baby. Look what he does.
He failed a couple.
Look, you see his son?
Right.
He don't have confidence in himself. That's why he's taking them in hand.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He don't have confidence. See what I tell you about knowing thyself, heart and mind? He don't have confidence.
Right.
He's a big 300-pound dude too, man. 300-some pounds.
But that, like,
you understand?
Right, and I feel that's the most dangerous fighter. One that's lacking confidence, because you're aiming for that TKO and they're going to just come and beasting on you, which more than likely they're going to get hurt by the other opponent. But that's a dangerous fighter, my opinion.
So I don't respect that. For you to be as big as you are and supposedly hit as hard as you hit, I don't respect that.
Yeah, I don't respect that either. I agree with that.
I don't respect that.
So, 300 pounds, man, and on steroids is crazy.
That's dangerous.
How solid do you want to be, right?
That's crazy, yo.
I mean, like, he hindered his life. He hindered his career. He hindered his family, his future. He hindered a lot of situations in his life. You know what I'm saying? Look. All because instead of taking notes, doing his homework, passing the test, he tried to cheat. And the teacher called him looking at somebody else's paper. You understand?
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. He did get caught with him
looking at someone else's.
He got caught with his hands in a cookie jar. That's a fact, man.
Teacher called him.
What's your thoughts on that though? Like, do you feel that he should be given a third chance now, or you feel he needs
I feel once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. It's in his MO. But I mean,
all right. Do something in society that means something, and then they give you a third chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I agree with that. Now he owes us.
You can't just hand him a third chance, because by doing that, you're saying that boxing is biased. You're showing boxing is biased.
Right.
Make him do something that means something in society that we all understand and respect, and then give him his third chance. You know?
Yeah. And you know what's crazy about that situation too? He fumbled the fight with Anthony Joshua, messed around and got signed with Top Rank, and then fumbled before he even made his debut with Top Rank.
But now you see why. The enhancement. He didn't have confidence.
Yeah, man. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one to bounce back from, man.
Because look, he was in the marketing bracket. He was coming along in the heavyweight.
Yeah.
And he
was undefeated.
But being that he cheated and his teacher, now you gotta, this is how it goes.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with that 100%.
That's a big fact, man. Like,
man.
Yeah, I feel like this, man. Boxers dying there, man. If you taking something to enhance yourself, just to go in there and fight somebody that you have a chance of killing them, you really gotta look yourself in the mirror, man. At the end of the day,
you're a weak man. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have confidence because only person will do something like that. No confidence.
Right.
That's why I say you can make a man. I mean, you can't make a man. A man is born. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can have the confidence. So he disrespected boxing. He I mean, like, just all across the board, man. And he was in the marketing bracket. This is what I'm saying. He was coming. But as you see, like this, sometimes look. Sometimes them sneakers get too tight on your feet, man. You know,
right?
Got to get a bigger size. You know.
Yeah. You know it is too, man. All fairness to him, right? He was getting up there in the upper echelon of the heavyweight division. You know, the water might have started getting a little too deep for him.
No. That wasn't him. That was that other person, the enhancement. See, he has an alter ego. He has Big Baby, and he also has the enhancement drug. So that wasn't him. You know what
I
I'm
agree with that.
You're not going to say that was him. And I'm not going to let the world think that was him because that wasn't him. You know? Peter.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, man. Yo, like you said, man, I gotta stand tall with you on that. There is no room for that in boxing.
Man, look.
It's no.
You either have it or you don't have it.
Or you don't. That's right. Yeah. That's like a street brawl. That's what any sports. Like, I mean, it's either you're born with it or you're not. Try something else. If that boxing isn't for you, then try something else.
Everybody.
Right. It's not. I agree with that.
That's it, man. That's it.
But back to the heavyweight division, like we say, is in shambles right now. You know.
Listen. When do you see the heavyweight division coming back around again, though, man?
You know when it comes back alive? When they have the trilogy with Wilder and Fury, and then the winner fights Anthony Joshua. That's when it really. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because them three fighters right there, that's the triangle. See, Chisora, White, and all them other dudes, the boys know, but they're downstairs.
And it totally sucks because I'm actually a fan of Wilder's. Like, I actually I like him. I like his techniques.
But the triangle right is the trilogy, and then the fight with Anthony Joshua. Like I said,
you know what's so crazy with that? Yo, they had so much momentum for years and years. Wilder, Joshua, they just never did nothing with it. Now look where the heavyweight division is at, man.
Right.
And it's crazy because who's to say? We don't know. They could want to tear each other head off, but the promoters, nah, not right now. No. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what Eddie Hearn, Frankie Warren, I don't know what y'all doing because y'all the ones trying to control these heavyweight. Please.
They had the heavyweight division like peaking at one point, and they just let it. They fucked it up.
It
Yeah,
was.
Right.
they fucked it up, and now I ain't gonna front, man. Yo, the little guys are on top, man.
And you know,
The little,
everything went wrong when Tyson Fury knocked Wilder out. That's when
yeah.
everything. You
And
understand?
yo, no, it started before that. When Anthony Joshua got clipped off,
Oh yeah.
when he came to Madison Square Garden
Yeah.
and got clipped off, that like, but see, he came back and got the title back, but it killed all that build up
Right.
between him and Wilder.
Because
You
that's
know, that,
he let Ruiz Jr. do him like that. That surprised me.
yeah.
It did start then. You know what I'm saying? It
Well,
did.
that was that's Yo, what was that shit? Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. That was when Humpty Dumpty started falling,
I mean,
and then, and
look,
then Tyson Fury just fucked the whole shit up when he just
Yeah,
put hands on Wilder, man.
I agree with that.
look. Immediately, and
Yeah,
when the bell rung, should have went downstairs and started tearing that steak up on
yeah, man,
that out of
yeah,
that old pork butt.
yeah,
Immediately started eating it up. But no,
yeah.
he abandoned it and he let Ruiz catch him with that
Wow.
overhand. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, like, come on now.
Yo, listen, where do you rank that at as like one of the biggest upsets? Cause like, yo, my man, Andrew Ruiz, he became a unified heavyweight champion on that night, man.
It changed his
That's
life.
it.
It changed his life. But see,
Yeah,
it was
It changed our lives, not only his. I lost money.
it was a curse and a gift with him. Whereas it changed his life financially. You know what I'm saying?
man,
Prestige.
he lost his mind.
I'll tell you the curse. He was eating out of shape.
He lost, he lost. He fired his trainer. Yeah, he fired his trainer. Yeah, he lost his mind.
Look what happened.
Yeah,
I mean, like, look. Let me explain this. Let me say something to the world about like foundations, like carpenters. Real quick, when they build a home, they solidify the foundation. Meaning, sometimes you run out of tools, but you can always come back and continue to build that home because the foundation is solidified. My thing is like this: whatever person changed your life, there's no situation that exists unless they violate it terminally that you should go to the left on them.
I agree.
People around you feeding poison to you that sounds sweet to the ear, but it's poison to the heart. Stop doing it. Because the minute you do that, the minute your career goes to the left.
we talked about that on what was that, Friday night.
Right.
We touched on that, man.
A
lot of that goes on.
Start getting pig-headed and start forgetting about the people that was walking with you, that was talking with you. You understand what I'm saying? Stop getting
a lot of that goes on, man.
On you. You understand what I'm saying?
How do you feel?
Yeah, but listen, sometimes my bad cutting you off, Chanel. Sometimes that needs to happen though, because the fight needs to get knocked off. You know,
Right.
a good ass whooping to humble you. A good ass whooping to humble you and make you come to your senses.
That's what.
But can I nip in? Because you can't. I don't look at the Wilder and Fury situation as in, oh, he knocked Wilder out, he whooped his ass. No, I feel Wilder was really out of shape. My opinion. I feel he didn't train hard enough for that fight.
Could have been.
I don't feel like he beat his ass like, yo, I knocked that. You know, I don't look at it like that. I'm still a fan of Wilder's.
It wasn't.
And I think if he had a second chance against Fury, it would be a problem. My opinion.
Yeah, look, I feel in my heart he could beat Fury, but
I thought it was a paid over fight.
Doing is letting Fury clown him. You understand what I'm saying? That's all he has to do, and he will defeat the man. So I mean, he continues to let him do the handcuff on him, stick his tongue out and clown him. He's getting into your mind now. That's why you defeated. You're control how you think, and you know this game in that math class is a thinking game. You understand?
Right.
So,
right.
That's
what you used to tell me when I used to come from school and I used to have little issues, and I used to be a fighter growing up. You know what you used to tell me: when you let them clown you and you going real angry, you're gonna lose the fight channel. Don't get angry to that point. You cannot let anger into the ring.
It's all up here, upstairs. You understand?
Right.
That's what Jihad Tucker said. He told you once you outthink your opponent, like listen, y'all could be going boom, 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 blow for blow. Once I sit back and I outthink you, I'm going to get you.
Meaning,
And it's
meaning, you see what you just did? Boom, 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 boom. Meaning, I step back and lean back in you. Boom, caught you, knocked you out. Feel
Yeah.
good? Never
and then you gotta look at it
Yeah.
like this. You gotta how you can't think when you're
Yeah.
angry. So how can you even have a chance
Yeah.
to take that step back? You're not even thinking properly.
Uh-oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Who this? Who
Quan
this?
the Dawn just jumped on.
Come on. Yo, look, November 25th, the day before Thanksgiving, you better do your thing.
Got
Get
to.
that money.
Got to.
Hey, you heard? That bell ring.
Yeah.
Look, that bell ring, you go out there and use that stick. You keep your hands up. You keep your distance. You know when to step in on them. You
Yes,
know
sir.
when
Yes, sir.
to you know what to do off of that.
Yes,
You understand
sir.
what I'm saying? That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know,
What's good with you though, baby?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Good.
Chilling with the boss right now, the little one.
Right.
Okay.
Have a bit.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Yes,
we ain't doing nothing but, hey, what do we know? You know?
What do we know, right?
yeah, what do we know? What do we know?
We in
Yeah, November 25th, we bringing that W home.
Word is
Yes,
bond.
sir.
One
Yes, sir.
thing we are doing though, we keeping it real and we dealing with
Bring
substance.
it home, baby.
You know,
That type of ours.
that's one thing that's going on in this podcast right here.
Yo, getting back to Wilder, right?
Right.
I just feel like they just got too accustomed to him always bringing it home with that loaded up right hand, man.
Never taught him. And I was so surprised being that Mark Breeden trained him. Who taught him how to box? Nobody never taught him how to box.
Man, they always relied on that overhand right, man.
Right, and that don't work.
Yeah, mamas. Yeah, they always relied on that right hand.
No, that's not gonna work all the time. Because when what happens next?
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like I always learned, you can't believe the hype. Like, okay, the right hand. What happens when the right hand don't work?
Don't work.
You know what I'm saying? What happens when the left
How
foot
do you
don't
adjust
work?
now? What are you gonna do now?
Exactly. And
They never taught him that. They just thought that him being a bully going out there with that old wild ass right hand.
just throw your right hand, you're gonna go.
It was always, but no, because like for instance, I always told people Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, boxers like that would have put him down. You understand?
Yeah,
Box.
they had skills, man. They had skills, man. They wasn't. They listen. Not saying that Deontay Wilder's one dimensional, but the two fighters you just named, they had a lot of tools in their toolbox.
No, I'm telling you. So that's as big as he is, as long as his arms are, he is supposed to be a boxer.
Exactly. And then how you not be a boxer with Mark Breeden in your
talent? Look at Lightning. Look at his arm reach. It's different. Look at Wilder's arm reach. He has the boxing ability like me. I got the reach. That's why I beat niggas. Because my jab is like 70 inches. You know what I'm saying? And it's effective. So he has all this, but nobody taught him how to utilize.
Right.
He was happy about getting a check, knowing that he's going out, throw that right hand, and 9 times out of 10, he's gonna catch him.
But that's another thing. He needs to train with both hands. He's using that right hand only. That's another thing with Wilder that pissed me off. And I felt he was just completely out of shape during this fight. I feel he was not in shape. I don't take him down. I'm not going to count him out as a bad boxer. As a good boxer. I actually feel he's very productive in the ring. This just was a bad day for him. I felt like he went in the ring with emotions and anger, as you said, Unc, like that's just my
I always, and I still do, look at him as a slugger. I don't see him as a boxer. I see him as a slugger who pulls it out because he has a big heart, and when it's time to pull it out, he can pull it out. But as far as him being a mathematician, going into the math class and solving the math problem, I don't see him as that.
And I'm gonna say this too. Shout out to King Kong Luis Ortiz.
Right.
He explored a lot of flaws
Yes.
Even though he
Yes,
lost
he
to
did.
Wilder 2 times, he exposed a lot of flaws
Never
Especially
in
in that first
Wilder's
fight.
game.
Especially
how
the
to
first
fight against the southpaw. It was a lot in that fight with him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That 7th round, he was out of here. But like I say, see the slugger mentality, the heart of a
Yeah,
slugger. See, you understand? Right.
yeah, yeah. He dig down. He dig down. But
Because
break that down though. So I'm sorry that I spoke on that. Can you break that down? I don't understand what you meant by the heart of a slugger.
that's what he knows. He knows it depends on the right hand. He knows and he feels that when it's the right time, he gets the right leverage, he's going to deliver it and it's going to work. That's what a slugger does.
Okay.
You feel
So
me?
he knows that he can bring it home. You
Right.
know, if
He's
he
like a
gets
jam
that
pistol.
opportunity.
He
He's
has
like
a
a jam pistol.
he has a big
Yeah,
heart, meaning he's not trying to let embarrass him. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
So he's gonna dig down deep. Whereas a boxer would have shook it off and brought the fight back into the middle of the ring and broke that
yeah,
down. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's a big difference between a slugger
yeah.
and a boxer.
I agree
But
with that.
all that was like what happened with him and Tyson Fury. Have you been following his last couple of fights besides the Dominic Brazil fight, but the 2 fights with Luis Ortiz? It was there on the table because especially that second fight, Luis Ortiz was whooping his ass, man. He was outboxing him, and Luis Ortiz got lax, and Wilder landed that one big bomb.
And see what you just said? Both fights,
Yeah,
he's on his head. And
yeah,
that slugger,
The first one you could have
stop
argued.
in
You could have argued that fight should have
and
been
brought
stopped.
that right
The first
hand.
one.
See what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. See, and the one thing about Tyson Fury, when he went and got with Sugar Hill, he got a strong foundation.
That's
You
a
know,
fact.
those brothers is from Crunk Gym. They
Right.
came up under the tutelage of, rest in peace to the late great Emmanuel Stewart. So they have somewhat of a high boxing IQ. So I
Right.
know what those brothers did. They went
Right.
over and watched them tapes and said, "Oh, yo, did you peep that? Yo, did you see him do that? Did you
Right.
see him do that?" And that's all Tyson Fury Incorporated. But if you watch the fights, that's all Tyson Fury Incorporated. He was hitting them with the feints, the subtle feints, getting the wild man out of position and popping on his head.
Being elusive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I mean,
it. But hey, what do
He
I
also
know?
hey,
straight punches. Straight punches. 'Cause
straight punch.
Wilder
Yeah.
always getting them those straight
Man.
punches on him. He's
Yeah,
over.
it was bad, man. I hated to see Wilder go out like that, man.
He don't look. They didn't teach him how to cut the ring off. He chases it too
No.
much. He's off balance. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's too much. I'm upset, man. It's too much.
Yeah.
So
Fact. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah. He did. He definitely did, man.
it
Well,
just,
hopefully he's working. He gets that trilogy because he's going hard for the trilogy all in,
I
you
want,
know, on social media. You know, now he got the courts involved. So hopefully he gets that trilogy, man.
hopefully.
And
And
Well, I mean, I don't think he's gonna step in a ring and set himself up twice. He's gonna make it his business and his duty to get it now. Now he's gonna come out probably on steroids and everything just to win this fight. So
we're going to go back again. That wouldn't be him then. You understand what I'm
Y'all
saying?
gotta promote this.
Look,
ah,
he needs to come
he
out. The third fight, he needs to come out and knock Fury out conventionally, and he'll stay up there. Because if he don't win, he's going to be a journeyman. He's going to be a club fighter. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, like, that's
I'm not even a fan of Fury's. That's what's crazy about it.
yeah, and he's up there in age now too. He's not getting no younger.
Yeah.
But look,
He's not
boxing,
getting no younger.
you keep winning, your phone going to keep ringing. You
That's
understand?
fact.
So,
That's a fact.
oh, you know? Word,
Yeah,
Keep ringing.
that's a
word.
fact, man. That's a fact, man.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
This
Yo,
segment,
Quan, Quan, speak on your fight a little bit, man, before we wrap this up, man. We
please.
want to let you promote your fight, man. Speak on your fight, man.
Was November 25th, Thanksgiving Eve. They call it Thanksgiving
April
Spectacular 3, promoted by Boston Boxing Promotions.
Uh-huh.
It's in
Yeah.
Wyndham, New Hampshire, at the Castleton Banquet.
Yeah.
This is a rematch.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, of a guy beat in January, and
He's not convinced, so you got to
Yeah.
convince him again.
this
You know?
what he told me. What he told me was he watched tape of me fight other guys. And he said, "Damn, you good? Why you didn't fight me like that?"
All right.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I said, "Okay." He said, "We need to do it again."
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Give him what he wants.
Give him what he want. That's right.
Yeah.
Stay on them toes.
But you know, actually, as I look back at it, I did run a lot in that fight. I ran a lot.
Yo.
I mean, but I had just came off of being stopped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of shell shocked. You know what I'm saying? So,
Logical thing. I
you know
know
what I'm saying?
what
So it was like, all right, keep the distance. And then my corner had already told me, if you get hurt, I'm stopping it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was no letting him hit me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I couldn't afford to stand there and trade. If I'd have stand there and trade with him, I would have stopped him.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I had to stick and move. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. When you fought him, whatever you seen that he did the most is what you count on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you know he got a good jab, to get upside, slip that jab, get up on him, break him downstairs. You understand?
His strength has nothing to do with his punching. His strength is his conditioning.
Okay.
This guy runs 10 miles a day.
All right.
He got the endurance. He got the endurance.
He's just gonna throw punches from all different angles,
Right.
nonstop.
But I'm gonna tell you, okay, good. So keep him backing up. Cut the ring off on him and move that furniture downstairs in the basement, and then bring it back up there and finish furniture in the house. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, hit him. Yeah, break him down with that same body shot you broke down Gomez.
Yes. Well, I don't care. So that's how you beat him.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Word.
Hit him.
Yeah, I want to give you, like an outlook on, on this fight, this upcoming fight, shout outs go out to you. And I think you should, like, if you have a video of that fight, watch his weaknesses and his strengths. You feel me? Like, try to just watch your weaknesses and your strengths as well, so that your counter actions are more on point. And always remember, keep that one of them feet on the tiptoe and one on the ground. I learned that from my uncle, Lord of the Rings.
Like I told you, it's all how you think, baby. Outthink him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outthink him.
Yo, it's chess, not checkers.
Word.
Chess,
Also,
man. Chess.
before we go, Lightning, this is to you. Also, what you intake is what you're going to bring into that ring. So if you eating hamburgers, McDonald's, all of that shit gonna come with you to the ring, not only on your body but in your cells. So I'm just saying, I'm being real. Add some sea moss to your diet. Drink a gallon of water a day.
Joe gave us some sea moss. Joe gave him some
Right,
sea moss.
and I'm being very serious on this because I fought breast cancer and shit like that. So I'm letting you know, like, you have to feed your cells before you feed your belly, and that's what a lot of people that get that competitors forget to feed their cells. They're just feeding their brain, their heart, and their body, and everything else, and not feeding themselves. Feed your cells. Make sure you're smoke free, eat healthy, and bring us that title, baby.
Yes.
I'm looking at his posture right now, his energy. I think he's gonna be all right. You know
I think he's gonna be good.
He's good. He got some of that Jackal sea moss in him, man.
I kind of see a Mayweather attitude in him, though, and I like it. Like, I actually am a fan of Mayweather. We didn't mention him much today, but I see like a Mayweather kind of talent going on there.
Mayweather, corn. You know what I'm saying? But 25th, that's when it's going down. And we ain't accepting nothing but double. So that's it.
Yeah.
So let's do 50 miles. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, this like all that endurance. Well, one punch, one nice placement of one nice shot, and send them 10 miles right down the river.
The minute,
Right, and that's the
well,
fighter that loses, the one that is going for that TKO. The TKO is what makes you lose because you're jumping in the ring. You're aiming to knock this person out, even if you kill him. So you're angered. You're bringing all of your emotions and feelings into that ring. I feel you should leave those home and come with fight, not with anger.
See, that was a mistake that would happen in the last fight, which I was winning, but you know the confusion in the corner.
Yeah, chaos.
Not
always fails.
Yeah, the chaos. The chaos and lack of chemistry.
I felt I had to knock him out, so I went for the knockout. And as I'm going for the knockout, that's when he caught me.
Right.
And by him catching me in that round was what pulled the fight closer. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my beef with my corner was y'all beef with each other, but y'all not paying attention to what was going on in the fight. Y'all
That was crazy.
Well, another thing you're doing wrong is you're going in the ring with expectations. Don't go in the ring expecting shit other than that win.
That's it.
Leave them expectations all at what you went through in the past. So leave that shit there, because this time you're coming correct, right?
Yeah.
Look,
And bring it, come correct. Bring home that title. We all deserve this, and our money's on you. Like it's a serious fight, and you know if it's in Dallas, you know that's going to be a high paying fight probably. So don't make us look bad. Do what you got to do. Even if like I'm also a different kind of. If I was ever a judge, I would be a different kind of judge, because I'm not going to go off of how the person fought. I'm going off of how many punches they landed. You know what I'm saying?
facts. Let me show you.
I'm one of those.
So let me show all y'all how you outthink a fighter. How you outthink a fighter is he may be along the ropes trying to be slick. He may step to his left
That's for dinner.
and outthought him. You step to your left, but you extend your right. Boom! You done put him out.
Right.
You
Right.
understand? This is
Right.
outthinking a fighter. This is what I'm talking about here. Outthink. That's what it's about. Mentally.
Right. I agree with that.
That's how you win. So you can be brolic, you can run 100 miles or whatever, strong as hell. But if you can't outthink me, you can't.
What's good? It's chess, man.
Then you got those fighters that use your own skill on you. You got to be mindful of those also. Because what this fighter is doing, he's going to do what you're doing. He's going to come into the ring expecting you to fight how you fought last time. You got to do the opposite in order to beat that opponent. Because he's going to come hard. Whoever the guy you're competing against is going to come hard. So that means you have to outthink him.
Well, look, 9 times out of 10, when you got a fighter backing up, he's a defeated fighter. Because most fighters don't know how to box going back.
Right. And they feed off of that.
So you get him backing up, you setting him up the way you want him set up.
Right.
But if he got you backing up, now you on the defense, Quan. You understand what I'm saying? He got you backing up. You moving left to right, you shifting, he got you backing up, opposed to you backing him.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. That's
And
it.
let's be mindful, Lord of the Rings, they all like fighters feed on that. It's like it's a dog eat dog world. I'm gonna let you eat me, or you gonna eat, or I'm gonna eat you.
Well,
that's what you go in the ring expecting. I'm the one eating dinner, and you're gonna be the one that I'm eating. You're not gonna eat me.
Who outthink you? Winning is who outthink you. Who, and that's in any. If you go to bag a female or to get a job, it's how you think is whether you're gonna be successful or not.
Right.
You understand? So I mean, like that's how.
What you say, Unc? What you used to say? You rather be the predator or suspect before the victim or the prey, right?
I'm saying that's a fact.
Venomous,
And winning starts right here. Winning is a mentality. It starts in the mind.
It starts in the mind.
Always
I'm telling you, if you go
you best know of yourself. Nobody knows you better than you.
That's it.
You should be able to know how to win.
That's it.
Hey, yo, this panel today was
Oh, yeah. We kept it real crunk. We had the Jack Sauce. I want to thank Chanel for jumping on. Shout out to Corner Dawn, Lighting the Load, for checking in.
Thing, man. YouTube subscribe. My man gonna win, man.
Listen. The panel is always open. The link is always in the comments, man. Just jump on, man. There's nothing to jump on and indulge in natural boxing conversations. But hey, what do we know?
Right. And right before we go, I also I also want you guys silly. I also want him to be mindful of the matter of the fact that when you go in that ring, have no expectations other than your winning, your earnings, your
Of
family.
course,
Like whatever issues you
of
got going
course.
on at home, do not bring it into that ring or it's gonna interfere with every punch you try to land. And he will, your opponent can win because of that. So you have to go in knowing that your daughter's safe, your family's safe, you're good, and you're out getting the bacon right now. That's what it's all about.
There's something right there. That's what's
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
all right. Well, good luck to my nigga on November 25th. You know, Boston Boxing Promotions, man. Day before Thanksgiving, man. Everybody's tuning in, man, because I'm definitely gonna be watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boston,
Oh, we
Great.
can coming over
Boston
here
Boxing
watching.
Promotions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
Boston,
That money.
Boston Boxing Promotions.
Down, I'll see you.
November 25th.
I'll see you tomorrow, Unc.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yo, tap in and tune in every day, man. Jack Talk Podcast, Monday through Friday,
You know,
5
Jack will
p.m.
make sure you send me that, and I'm here.
Yeah,
It's
Quan.
nice
Okay.
meeting you, Louis. I appreciate everything, and fight with your brain before you fight with your heart, because that heart is misleading. You hear me?
Yes,
That
That
yes.
heart misleads
So,
your ass. So use this.
you know the vibes.
Sure.
You know the vibes. Definitely. Definitely, man.
No.
All right, guys. I guess I'll loop in with you, Jackal. I'm here. I got those
Okay.
logos printed out. It's nice meeting you. Jackal,
Yeah,
hit my
yeah.
line.
I got you. I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I end the live stream.
All right, stay safe.
Yep, you too, man.
All right, all right.
All right. Yo, Quan, I appreciate you tapping in too, man. November 25th. Quan the Dawn, Boston Boxing Promotions, you know, bringing that W back home. Huh? Oh, bring it over here.
Put the team on my back for a
Come on,
night.
bring it over here. Yeah, definitely. What happened?
Come on, say bye. Say bye.
Hey, mamas. I see you doing your thing. Dancing, you keep doing your thing. You're a little superstar.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a little superstar. All right, Quan.
See you later, man.
Yep, peace. Yeah, y'all tap back in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. You know, we got the Fitness by Tobler interview. Shout out to the panel today. Chanel stopping through, Quan the Dawn, Lord of the Rings as always. But you want to say something, Nasaya? You want to get on and say something? Come on. Big girl Nasaya, come on, come on. Come on. There goes my baby. Of course, she's telling me to wrap it up. But you know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
I holla.
I holla.
Jace.